Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how you can start your speeches or talks to a group or an audience in the best way. So I had a question from a sister who said that she delivered a talk to a new audience that she doesn't know. And when she got up there, she started speaking. And as she was speaking, she started to feel like maybe the audience were not connecting with her. Maybe she felt like, she just saw blank faces in front of her and she felt like there wasn't that kind of deep connection. And then she was saying that what this leads to is that it actually makes you change the way you are going to deliver your talk because you're not seeing the reaction that you want to see. And sometimes it can feel very cold when you're speaking to audiences. So I thought I'd just record a video for everyone's benefit and share it with you so that inshallah you can improve the way you speak as well. So the first thing I'd say is that a massive part of public speaking and doing talks and presentations is preparation. Preparation is the key to a successful talk for me. Like if you said to me, what's one big tip? I'd be like, try and prepare as much as you can. So for example, if I said to you, you have to give a talk tomorrow to 1,000 people about quantum mechanics, you would probably feel quite uneasy, right? But if I said to you, you have to speak to 1,000 people and you have to tell them a story of something that happened to you in your life, anything, right? That's much easier. Why? Because you know the content. And so what we need to do is prepare. Now, in regards to what we're talking about here, the kind of feelings and the kind of interaction and how you feel about the audience, it's not so much about the content, but it's more about your mindset before you're speaking. So one of the big things I suggest, and this I've done with a lot of people, is that you set up some rituals for your speech. So for example, if you speak to someone who does talks regularly, like a lot of the imams that I've trained that give khutbahs regularly, they always tell me that, oh yeah, this ritual thing you're saying, it makes perfect sense because we do exactly that. So what I mean by ritual is that you're going to do a speech, you're going to do a talk, do certain things that will make you feel like the kind of state that you need to be in for that talk. So for example, I know some khatibs, they will wake up on Jum'ah, they will get ready, they'll get fresh, they'll get calm, they'll keep all distractions away from them, they'll read some Quran, they'll kind of drive to the masjid in a certain route, and then they'll get there early, and then they'll prepare while they're there, so they have this whole step-by-step process of what to do. And so the step-by-step process is not just to get you to the place, but it's actually for you to get yourself to the mindset that you need to be in to deliver that talk in the most optimum way, right? And so really, a lot of the things the sister was saying was all about how she felt about the audience. And so what I'm saying is that before you give that talk, you need to think to yourself, what kind of state do I need to be in for this talk? And so you might find that this is a talk that I'm giving to friends or family, and therefore I can be in a jolly, happy, humorous kind of mode where I'm completely myself. Maybe it's a very serious topic you're giving, so maybe you want to kind of come across very professional and serious. So you need to think about what mental state do I want to be in, and then you need to plan in rituals that you feel will get you there. So this is what you will do before you get there. Now the other thing is that once you then get onto the stage, you need to realize that you are who you are, and your mental state is what it is, and your content is what it is. So really the best thing you can do is go up there and be yourself. Now when you're there and you see like the audience looking at you and it's completely blank faced, you should not let that affect you, because although it looks blank here, I can tell you, if you were to switch on some device which was to capture their thoughts, you would be deafened by what's going on in their thinking, right? Because they are thinking things, they're listening to it, they're taking it in, right? And also what happens, especially at the start of a speech, people are trying to make their decision on how they're going to kind of perceive you, how they're going to kind of judge you. And I know that can be quite difficult to think about because, we don't like being judged, and that's the difficult part about speaking. So really what I'm saying is that what we need to do is practice those first 30 seconds. Right? Try and think about icebreakers. Try and think about things that will make it easier for you to connect with them and for them to connect with you. Because the truth is, and if you think this way will really help you, the audience that you're going to speak to, they want to connect with you. They want you to change their lives. They want you to help them with their problem and help them to transform. So do not see the audience as these people who are sitting there with blank faces and they're thinking, oh my God, like, who is this person and why is she talking to us? Think of it the other way. Think of it as, you know what, these people, they really, really want to be better. These people, they really want value to come from this talk because they're giving you the most precious thing, which is their time. So the fact that they're there, they're sitting there, they're giving you their time, that means that they want something, they want some kind of value. And so now your real job is to think about what is the value that I want to give to them and how can I give it to them in the best way. And if you start thinking about the way that their faces are blank and how you should change things and this and that, then you're focusing back on yourself. And this is one of the worst ways to do public speaking, where you're constantly analyzing yourself. Like if I sit here right now and I start analyzing myself and I'm like, oh my God, look, there's a white hair here and everyone looking is going to see my white hair and they're going to think this guy's old and this. It's completely ridiculous. What I need to be focusing on is these people are giving me their time. They want some value. How can I help them? How can I make their life better? How can I move them closer to Allah? So the focus needs to shift on that. And then alongside that, like I said, the first 30 seconds, think about how you can connect. So for example, one of the things I find most difficult is speaking to my family. Like I'm talking like I've got hundreds of family members. I'm speaking to a big group of my family because they just see me as their family member, and I find it very difficult. I can speak to crowds of thousands, I don't mind, but family is tough, right? So what I do is I kind of think about how can I connect with my family in a way that they will feel connected to me. So maybe let's say I was given a talk, let's say at a community center, which is very common to us all. Maybe I'd start by saying, you know, this community center is so special. It's special. Why? Because some of us have laughed here. Some of us have cried here. You know, we've had so many things that have happened in this place. And so, and as they're kind of doing it, they're thinking, yeah, that's so true. You know, that's how this place is. So you need to be thinking that if I was to be sitting in the audience, how would I want to connect with that person? Right? What can you share about yourself? What can you share about your intention? So really what I'm saying is that apart from preparing and practicing, because I would always try and practice the first 30 seconds of any talk. I would say just practice that part over and over and over again and deliver that the way you're supposed to deliver it no matter what. And even if you see blank faces, you can say that. Say, sisters, you know, I really, really feel much better when you guys smile at me. So it'd be wonderful to see a smile from you guys. And so if they then listen to that, a lot of them will smile. And, you know, just by them smiling, it'll lift you up. And this is the great thing about public speaking, that the crowd that you're speaking to, they will actually follow your instructions. So if you feel that you're not connected, tell them, I want to feel connected to you. And if you want to feel connected, you can even ask the audience. You can ask a question. I want to ask a sister, can some sister tell me X, Y, or Z? Right? So there's so many ways, but the main thing of this, apart from preparation, is put yourself in the mindset that you need to be in to deliver an amazing talk, and then focus on delivering real value to those people that are sitting there and waiting for you to deliver value for them. I hope this has helped, and inshallah, if you've got any questions, please put them in the comments and I'll help to answer them as well. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Da 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 da